You're listening to the Telltale Channel. Don't forget to check me out on all social media: Patreon, Twitter, Teespring, and Etsy. All links can be found in the description or on my website, telltaleatheist.com. Hey, this is Owen. If you're comfortable, leave your first name and state at the sound of the tiny truck backing up.
Hi, Owen. My name is Raul, and I'm from Mexico. I just had a quick question. I was reading some articles about COVID and also about the downfall of the economy, and I figured there's something called death by despair, I think it's called, and they mentioned that around 58,000 people are going to die for each percentage the unemployment rate goes up, which then I read another article debunking it, and they said it was more around 20,000. And then I read another article saying it's 38. So I'm assuming it's around in the numbers of 30,000-ish. So I was asking, and also the Great Depression for the U.S., it took more than a decade to recover. So in the next decade, wouldn't the economic downfall created by COVID-19 kill more people than the virus itself? That's just a quick question, and I hope you can good answer and maybe your thoughts on it. Nice, thanks.
Okay, I appreciate the phone call. I appreciate the voicemail. That's a really good question. So to summarize, basically the question is, people can die from despair. I understand that that's a possibility, that people die from despair, but I think that's exceedingly uncommon, and I haven't really seen any scientific evidence to back it up. So let's just start from here. I'm sure that you and I can both agree that the economy tanking like this is going to lead to deaths in some way, whether it's from despair or not. It could lead to deaths of people from suicide, people who just lost all of their money and have nothing left and are homeless and just end it. I think that's going to be a real problem. I agree with you. So what's the solution is really the question. Donald Trump and, more generally speaking, the Republican Party have been talking about this as an issue. If the economy is sinking, then people are going to suffer and die from it. And there's a real possibility that it could be worse than the consequences from the virus. I agree that that's a problem, but we're lucky enough that we can look at different countries' responses and see how it played out for them. We can see that the countries that were the most aggressive toward shutting down the country in preparation for the virus, they fared the best. Like, look at South Korea, look at New Zealand, for example. These countries took dramatic steps to shut down the country immediately, listened to the scientists, and figured out the best course of action to save the most people possible. When countries follow that playbook, the economy recovers quicker. Part of the reason why the U.S. is suffering as badly as it is right now is because the people of the U.S. have no confidence in the leadership right now and their response to the virus. So Trump can sit there on Twitter all he wants and say, open it back up, open it up, open it up. Everybody needs to go out and buy, and work. He can say that, but it's not going to work that way. In reality, there's no confidence. Like, people don't have confidence in the response. They don't have confidence that they're not going to get sick and bring it home to somebody they care about and risk their lives too. In New Zealand, there is great confidence that the government knows what they're doing, is prepared to do what it takes to solve the problem, and that they're not going to basically lie to the people like we're afraid is going to happen in the U.S. from Trump. So a more aggressive response to the virus leads to faster economic recovery. That's what the science is telling us right now. A more aggressive response to the virus ends in quicker recovery economically.